1242 West Thorndale, Chicago, Illinois. We are so that building right there is on the lake. So we're about 6 blocks west of Lake Michigan, on the corner of Thorndale and Magnolia, about a half a mile south of Loyola University. There are it's 5 o'clock, so people coming home. Train is right there. I don't know which color it is, but tons of apartments here. Very nice neighborhood. So very high density. So there is a reason to perhaps keep the structure the way it is and to continue that density. And the thought is a rental for students or micro housing. We've got these very unique architectural details of this church, school, and rectory. So this is a Lutheran church with a school, gymnasium, cafeteria, large basements. And my thinking almost is that, you know, if we can dormer these huge roofs and create an extra floor of living, that would be a very good use of that unused attic space. In other words, there's the sunlight here, so I'm just going to show you. There's a new ultra-modern single-family home, 5945magnolia.com. It's probably a $1.4 million home, just torn down. The developer is starting. So this is 8.5 contiguous lots, corner property with a curb cut. And I guess the worst case scenario, if we buy it right, you tear the church down and you put up 8 houses like they're doing across the street. But I think that completely lacks imagination, and I think this could be a really great space that, with a little bit of help from the aldermen and the community, could really retain a lot of its charm and functionality. So the idea is to go ahead and dormer these roofs, or pop in little dormers, you know, try to create another floor of living there. This is the school. This is the rectory, 5950 Magnolia, which is a very potentially large single-family home and not quite in line with the concept. Here's 5942 Magnolia. So this is a potentially very large single-family home, but it's landlocked. It's got the garage on the other side. You know, this yard would belong to our property. So you'd be selling something with literally no yard, which might be a tough sell because with all the bedrooms, you're going to anticipate children. So the entire structure has to be tuck pointed. I don't think there's any surprise there. There has been work done over the years, moving in the right direction. So that's the garage that we saw. It's a great structure. You know, a little hidden doorway back there. Just very cool. This communal garden, you know, if this were to go micro housing, the units being very small, we'd have to afford lots of communal space. This is Parish House. Maybe that's what you call the project, Parish House. You know, a lot of outdoor spaces, a lot of areas for people to hang out. So they're not sitting in their little units. A little European feel, a little takes you back to a different time when things were built differently and space was used and designed in a different manner. The tree-lined streets are just fantastic. The proximity to the lake, the train, you can actually hear a woodpecker. Looking for lunch. So you're putting a little bit of gables there. There's some people sitting on the front stoop of the school. So I'm going to walk across the street just to give them their privacy. I think it's a parent and a child speaking to a student, or to a teacher, I should say. Hi, how are you?
Do you hear it?
Yes, woodpeckers are wonderful.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
He's working hard.
Yeah.
Or she's working hard.
Yeah.
So that was the parent. This is 1246 West Thorndale. And here you really get a chance to see, you know, the volume. This is a very large building. I think it's a minimum of 3 stories if you count the lower level, which is, you know, approximately 3.5 feet above grade. Air conditioners down here, which imply that's in full use and not just storage. There's a great dog here. He's got dreadlocks. If he comes out, he's gonna be totally wild. Here he is. Where is he? Check him out. Come here. Come here, boy. Oh, show yourself. All right, maybe we'll get him on the way back. He's got dreadlocks. I've never seen a dog with dreadlocks. There he is. How you doing, boy? See him? Good boy. You're a good boy. Can't see him through the fence. It's amazing. More focused on the dog with dreadlocks than the building, but here we have our service. So I don't think garages are in the works here, but hypothetically, you're gonna have all these garage spaces, which I think would be a terrible thing to do. So some new tuck pointing of a parapet wall. That area there is not happy. Or actually, no, looking at it over here, it looks like it's just a Fisher Price, my first tuck pointing job. So 1, 2, 3, four floors of living. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the gymnasium, by the way. So we can't see it now. The gentleman that was supposed to have us go through the building, unfortunately felt ill today and had to go to the doctor. So he missed our appointment. But this is definitely an exciting prospect of retrofitting this old gal. And I've seen enough in order to start running the numbers and trying to crunch what we would offer. Asking price on this is $2.5 million, and we are going to be offering less.